Hello there, so lovely to see you once again. Richard with you from Vision Cruise with 15 minutes of 3 of the best hand-picked cruise deals that we could find anywhere around. Now we are going to be taking away with Royal Caribbean International, we're going to be heading to New Zealand with Holland America Line, and we're going to be cruising with Cruise and Maritime Voyages, where we're going to be taking you on a journey from England and Europe all the way to Sydney. But if you do want to get in touch with us, it's very simple. You can always give us a call. It's toll-free at 1300 13 17 13. That's a toll-free number, 1300 13 17 13. Now, if you want to email us, all you have to do is email studio@visioncruise.com.au. Really simple to get in touch with us by email. Now, we are on social media. You'll find us on Facebook. You can find us on Twitter and in Instagram. All you have to do is look for Vision Cruise Oz on there. Give us a like, give us a follow, and you can start sharing your pictures with us on there, because we do love to see those and we do love to receive them as well. And we have all of our latest news on there and special deals. And talking of special deals, you can find all of them on the website, which is visioncruise.com.au, if you want to keep in touch with us there. Right then, let's go underway then with our very first holiday. We've got a 7-night break now heading away with Royal Caribbean International. And we're going to be on board Explorer of the Seas, and this is giving us a flavour of what you can experience on board Explorer of the Seas. Now, you can enjoy all of the different surroundings here. I mean, look at this here. I mean, this is what some of the restaurants are like when you are on board that you could be enjoying here. They have, you can watch a 3D movie there. You can enjoy the flow rider out on the top deck. And these are some of these speciality restaurants. So if you're having a special occasion, you can always maybe head here for a meal one evening on your cruise adventure. Now, if you are choosing to head away with the children, they'll have a fantastic time with the kids clubs on board, and they have some great delights that they serve up in the restaurants as well for the kids as well. If they like their burgers and hot dogs, they can be enjoying all of those as well. And of course, you'll get the different show every evening of your cruise holiday too. So this is a Tropical Explorer on board the Explorer of the Seas. It's a 7-night holiday on the 10th of March. We'll get you on board in Sydney. We're going to cruise out and we're off to Namia. Will be our very first port of call here. You get to see the stunning beaches, popular with water sports there as well. You can go and visit the aquarium there to go and learn about all the local marine life. Then we should be cruising you slightly further on into Lifu is our next port of call. Go and visit the vanilla plantation here to see how the vanilla vines are harvested, and also you've got the chapel that sits on the hill offering some great views looking down to the ocean. Now then, we're going to be cruising you back into Sydney. So we have 7 nights on board on the 10th of March. Wow, those prices starting for us $999 per person. That's based on an inside. If you want an ocean view stateroom, not too much more to upgrade, just $1,029 per person to upgrade to an ocean view. Or I'd maybe consider upgrading to a balcony. That's from $1,049 per person. Let's have a look at those details once again to give you a reminder. Now, this is part of our Australia Day sale as well. It's only on for a limited time, so you can see those prices there. Your inside from $999 per person. Your ocean view is from $1,029 per person, and your balcony is from $1,049 per person. And when you see the different prices there, I mean, from the inside to the balcony, it's just an extra $50 per person to upgrade. Do you know what? I consider that if I was you. It really is great value for money, and you can be enjoying 7 nights on board Explorer of the Seas. We're off to those 2 ports of call there, so you've got some relaxing sea days as well that you can enjoy on board Explorer of the Seas. Maybe you could try a spa treatment if you want to, or you could enjoy some of the port talks and lectures, or you could go shopping on the sea days as well. The shops will be open on the sea days as well, so you can maybe do some shopping whilst you're there as well. Sounds great, doesn't it? If you want to get on board, do give us a call toll free on that number, 1300 13 17 13. That's the number to get through to us here at Vision Cruise. We're going to be heading away now to New Zealand. This is with Holland America Line, and we're on board the Noordam this time round. Now, this is giving us a flavour of what you can experience on board with Holland America Line. Now, we're talking here about 5-star cruising on board. They have the exceptional levels of service that the staff they give you when you are on board as well, so they can make sure that you have a relaxing holiday. Now, these pictures you're seeing here, I mean, these are really great insight into what life is like on board with Holland America Line. They have the different dining options you can enjoy. They have some really amazing dining options on board the MS Noordam, a beautiful ship. They have the entertainment venues offering, of course, the main theatre. You've also got live shows and things like that. And of course, you've got entertainment taking place in all of those different bars bars and lounges too. Lots of open deck spaces that you can enjoy on our New Zealand Discovery cruise. Now they have the sommeliers here which can tell you what wine will complement your meal. There's even room service if you want to eat inside your stateroom one day. It's entirely up to you. Wow. So this is a New Zealand Discovery cruise. We're with Holland America Line on board the Noordam. It's a 14-night holiday on the 7th of April. We're going to get you on board in Sydney. We're going to cruise out and then we're cruising. Then it's beautiful scenery. It's Milford Sound we'll be cruising to there. I mean, look at the fjords there. Absolutely stunning there. Do be on top deck as we cruise. Then we're on to our next port of call, which is going to be Port Chalmers. Now, there's lots of things going on here. I mean, doesn't that look like a really stunning photo? And you can get sites like this if you do the walks into the countrysides. You can get pictures like that. Then we're on to Christchurch is our next port of call. The Willowbank Wildlife Reserve is a great day out. You could go and try there for the day. Then we're on to Picton as our next port of call. The Queen Charlotte track is great to walk or cycle along as well. A beautiful photo that was too. Then we're going to be cruising you on to Wellington as our next port of call. You've got the Botanical Gardens, the cable car ride over the city that you could be enjoying. Then we should be cruising you into Napier is our next port of call. Go and visit a vineyard here. Look at that sunset. Looks stunning, doesn't it? You can go wine tasting if you want to. Then we're cruising you on to Tauranga. We really are seeing the best of what New Zealand has to offer here, aren't we? You could go and travel to Rotunda from here for the day, which is great. Then we're going to be cruising you on to Auckland is our next port of call, with its shops, restaurants, museums, galleries and gardens. Wow. Then it's on to the Bay of Islands with its beaches there and small islands which are well worth visiting too. Then we're going to be cruising you back into Sydney. Now, this is a 14-night holiday heading away on the 7th of April this year. We can get you on board with prices starting from $1,865 per person. Let's have a look at those details once again. And let me just tell you, this is one of Holland America Line's top 10 and their flash sale at the moment. So, wow, it's one of their great deals. If you want to get on board, do give us a call. Toll-free number 1300 13 17 13. Now, we are going to be in an inside cabin if you want to for $1,865 a person. Your ocean view staterooms are from $2,155 a person. Or if you want to enjoy what a balcony has to offer, that's from just $2,569 per person. And we're going to be enjoying 14 nights away on the 7th of April on board the MS Noordam, visiting some of those great places. We've got Milford Sound, then Port Chalmers, Christchurch, then it's on to Picton, Wellington, Napier, Tauranga, Auckland, the Bay of Islands, and then back into Sydney. This is part of Holland America Line's top 10 flash sale. Don't miss out on prices, amazing prices like this from us here at Vision Cruise. You can get through to our experts toll-free at 1300 13 17 13. Now, this is a really amazing itinerary we've got for you now. We're going on a southbound voyage to Sydney. We're with Cruise and Maritime Voyages, and we're going to be on board Vasco da Gama for this cruise holiday. Now, this is an impressive 53 nights away. Wow. And we're going to be joining a ship that's new to the Cruise and Maritime fleet. Now, Cruise and Maritime Voyages are an amazing cruise line. I have been on holiday with Cruise and Maritime Voyages many, many times. And they do offer a choice of voyages all around the world. They have a lot of voyages that are based in and out of Europe as well, which is great. And this one is going to be starting in Europe too. And you could be enjoying the great levels of service on board as well. There's some all the different accommodation you can see there too if you fancy upgrading to a suite maybe. So this is the southbound voyage to Sydney. We're on board the Vasco da Gama. It's a 53-night holiday on the 9th of October this year. We're going to start our holiday getting you on board in London Tilbury. Now, that's the port for London. So if you wanted to add on a stay, maybe a couple of nights in London, give us a call. We'll quote you separately. Cruise out. We're off to Lisbon in Portugal is our very first port of call. A beautiful sail into Lisbon under the April the 25th bridge. We're then going to be cruising you on to Morocco and into Casablanca in Morocco here. You've got the Hassan II Mosque there. It's really impressive. Then we're going to cruise you onto the Canary Islands, which are a beautiful stretch of islands. We've got Gran Canaria is our very first one that we're going to be visiting there with its sandy beaches there, and there's lots of things to see. Then we're cruising you on to our next port of call there. You've got the cobblestone streets, the beautiful colonial buildings and the yachts in the harbour too. Then we should be cruising you into Barbados. Wow, we're into the Caribbean now. We're going to be overnighting on board in Bridgetown. Beautiful photo that one is at the sunset. You can watch sunsets like that at the beach, and the beaches here are outstanding. We're cruising you on to Rangestad, to Aruba with its boutiques, its upscale chain stores and street vendors await you when you get there. San Juan is our next port of call. This is stunning too. Actually going to be transiting the Panama Canal then. Enter San Juan with its beaches. Then we're into Acapulco here with its romantic cliffside restaurants. I mean, there's some of them there you can see there, and its world-class botanical gardens. We're crossing the equator. Then we're into our very next port of call here with its dramatic waterfalls and deep bays here, which are beautiful. If you want to add on any excursions in these ports of call, do give us a call on that toll-free number and we can quote you separately on those ones. Now we've got the beautiful island of Love there as well, a beautiful port there. Then it's on to Bora Bora is our next destination. We can go diving, snorkeling, hiking, or even parasailing if you want to. We're then staying on these beautiful islands there. I mean, look at the colour of that photo there. It looks stunning, doesn't it? Remember, we're getting 53 nights on board Vasco da Gama here for you to enjoy all of this. We're crossing the international date line then, which is going to be great when we do that. There are all sorts of activities going on board for then. Then we're on to some great ports of call. We're then going to cruise you into Auckland is our final port of call with its museum there. Maybe take a city tour if you want to, and then we're cruising you back into Sydney. 53 nights. Wow. Let's have a look at those details while we tell you more about it. Now, the inside rooms, they are sold out on this one. Your ocean view staterooms, they're from $10,949 per person, and your balcony is from $14,599 per person. Now with this one, it's a cruise only price, so we start our holiday in London Tilbury and we're going to end in Sydney. Now if you wanted to add on those flights, we know a lot of you like to add on flights from all over Australia, or if you want to add on those transfers as well. A lot of people like to do their own things, or maybe you want to have a couple of nights in the capital of England in London before your adventure. Do give us a call and we'll quote you separately. But this is a cruise only. It's for your 53 nights on board, starting in the port, a cruise port for London, taking you all the way to Sydney, where we're going to be transiting the Panama Canal, crossing the equator and crossing the international date line. If you want to take part in this amazing deal with those great prices, I have to tell you, actually, the cabins are selling fast on this one as well. You can see there the insides are sold out. So if you want to make sure that you secure your place on board for 53 nights, wow, do give our experts a call toll-free, 1300 13 17 13. Now, do check out the website right now, visioncruise.com.au. We've got some really amazing fly cruise holidays, cruise and stay holidays, and of course cruises departing from here in Australia. Or of course give our team a call on the number at the bottom of the screen. Well, that 50 minutes has gone very, very quickly. I'll be back very soon with more great deals from Vision Cruise. Bye-bye for now.
You've been watching a commercial presentation on behalf of Vision Cruise.